What up YouTube, your boy the Flying Spanner here. Today we have a Middle Apple update, UK version as you can see. So today's update, nothing really too exciting has happened apart from a lovely announcement from Mr. Grant Schnaps, or however you say his last name. Basically over in the UK we are finally going to be able to travel to an amberlist country without having to quarantine on the way back, judging that people have had their double jab. If you haven't been double jabbed like myself, we still have to have a 10-day quarantine, but that's good news on the basis of airlines are going to start flying again. Like to Jet2, TUI, maybe Virgin, depends if the US lets us in, will start their operations back to whatever level. I don't think they'll fly between red list countries like Turkey, for example, but they are going to be back in the air and back up and running, which is very good news to see, and it means I can finally implement the schedule I've been working on, which has taken loads of time, and I still need to put a full list of EasyJets in and Ryanairs and all that kind of stuff, but we're getting there. It's a gradual thing anyway. With that said, let's crack on with the update, and I hope you enjoy it. So it's about 7 o'clock in the evening on, I'm going to say, a Friday. I couldn't remember which day I chose. There's a fair amount going on. There's still not completely 100%. There's some aircraft on the schedule that aren't here. For example, there's going to be a Korean in from Seoul that's not in. A TUI 787-9 is on its remote, but it's not here because we haven't got any TUIs operating at the moment. Well, TUI 78's operating at the moment. Hopefully, come the 19th of July, there will be. So, there's a little bit more light on the other end. Let's crack on, and I hope you enjoy. So, I'm going to start off with a bit of a weird one. So, Hi-Fly, they're operating the Pakistan flights for PIA. They had a little break for a month or two. They've now resumed, so because Pakistan is a red list country, only certain airports can fly into, only certain airports can cater for red list arrivals. This airport wasn't one of them. It is looking to get its approval for hotel quarantines and everything, but it hasn't been fully sorted out yet. But this means the Hi-Fly flight couldn't really do its normal schedule, so normally it just fly to Islamabad and back, whereas now it departs out to Islamabad, then from Islamabad we'll go to Heathrow, and then we'll transfer from Heathrow up to the lakes, or this airport you're seeing here. So yeah, it does a nice little W pattern, very nice lot of flying for the Hi-Fly cruise. So that's operated by the 330neo, and that's, as I said, going off to Islamabad. I'm going to work my way around. I've kind of started in a bit of a weird place compared to normal. I'm normally in the corner by the Qatar. So, just on remote, just resting up, we got the DHL 757-200. This aircraft's heading out to Leipzig in a few hours, so there's not too much activity around it. Cleaners got bored, so they just thought they'd go up in the old lifter, and just as a representative. Do you like the new lifters? I've done a ship set of them, so when I've been on early shift, when I've been going back home to my parents and spending the evenings there, which is just sat on the table doing paper craft and doing paper GSE. So there's now a full fleet of cleaning trucks. I'm working on all the other carriers to try and get them all finished, so it's a bit easier to set out GSE because it's all just plop in place basically. Next up, we've got an Air France 320. This aircraft just arrived in from Paris Charles de Gaulle. We'll be heading back out there. Next to that, Jet2 737-800. This aircraft arrived in from Funchal. Final bags coming off, and will be sorted. After that, we'll probably be towed off to a remote stand, so it's out the way in a bit. Then just pushing back, we've got an Alitalia A320, this aircraft pushing for Milan Linate. I think it's Linate anyway. Next to that, we've got another Jet2 737. Nice to see these jets flying after such a long time on the ground, especially Jet 2. This aircraft's just been cleaned and it arrived in from Palma de Mallorca an hour or so ago. Then just kind of resting up. It arrived in from LA a couple hours ago, this version A350, and we'll be heading out to Lagos in a bit. Etihad 787-9, once again another aircraft come in an hour or so ago, so there's just cleaning, catering going on. There's not too much activity, well, there's a lot of kind of Donato, every time I walk past it I catch the corner edge, things it off. I suppose I haven't ripped it off yet. There's quite a few of them actually. So this cafe is pretty much the same as the other two. Came in an hour or so ago, just being cleaned, goes out in a few hours time. Once again, a little bit of activity, nothing too much. Then we've got Eurowings A320, this aircraft just arriving in from Dusseldorf. With this new summer schedule, Eurowings have planned to start doing flights from this airport down to Palma, and I can't remember if there's anywhere else. It's quite a weird little schedule route. But yeah, we'll take more the merrier really. Loads of flights to Palma really. This 737 MAX isn't one of them though. It arrived in from Tenerife and has been towed over to the remote, now being cleaned and is down for the night. And just taxiing into stand 2. We've got the Qatar 777-300 in the World Cup livery. This aircraft is arriving in from Doha, as you can expect. Then just final stages of boarding, got the Finnair A350. This aircraft is heading out to Helsinki, and we've got a couple. I really should have used the Scandinavian 350 because then we had a full set of European 350s in. Because next up we've got the Iberia A350. This aircraft just finished deboarding. We'll start boarding and preparing for it soon as we're heading out to Madrid. Then final aircraft from the update, we got the gorgeous Scandinavian A320neo, which is operating the Oslo. Is it Oslo? Where is it? Oh no, the Arlanda. So one of the ex-Norwegian routes. Beforehand, I think Scandinavia only had Oslo, I'm going to say. Or did they? Or did they have Arlanda? They only had one of the routes. Might have been Copenhagen. So all three of them covered. It's going to be one of them. But then when Norwegian kind of ceased operations for a bit, Scandi took over the routes. So they're in quite a bit really, the Neos. And I'm not complaining. I really like the livery. It's probably one of my favourite liveries on the Neo. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the update. I hope you've enjoyed it, and yeah, it's all pretty quick, but not really too much to say. I do really want to start working on that bit there, but I just need to find the motivation. I'm kind of happy with that corner being blank for a bit. Might just have some ULD storage or something like that there, I'm not too sure. Need to sort out the background because at the moment, well, I haven't got the extension board on, and probably might never have the extension board on, knowing my motivation. The background's too big, so it just flops. So I might chop the background down a bit and just where the extension board ends, to try and sort that out. But we'll see when that time comes. I'll probably never do it because, you know, it's me. Yes, thank you very much for watching the update. I hope you've enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Adios and goodbye.